Most people live weak lives controlled by fear, impulses, and comfort. But what if you could take full control of your mind, your body, your emotions, and your destiny? In the next few minutes, I'll show you 6 strategies that will make discipline your addiction and turn you into the strongest, unshakable version of yourself. You don't need another inspirational line written on a wall or another short burst of energy that fades in an hour. What you need is an awakening, the kind that shakes a man from the inside out, the kind that forces him to look at his own life and say, "This is not enough. I was meant to be stronger than this." Every Stoic transformation begins with a single moment of brutal honesty, not with hope, not with positivity, but with truth. And the truth is simple. Your life right now is a reflection of your disciplines, or your lack of them. Your body shows it, your habits show it, your results show it, your peace, your chaos, your power, your weakness. They are all footprints of the choices you repeat every day. But here is the deeper truth, one the world doesn't want to tell you. You are not weak, you are only undisciplined, and undisciplined people remain prisoners of their impulses. But disciplined people, they become architects of their destiny. Stoicism isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming unbreakable. It's about choosing your response when the world tries to control you. It's about holding the steering wheel of your own mind when everyone else is asleep inside their lives, drifting without direction. Today, you stop drifting. Today, you wake up. The first breaking, when you realize you are living below your potential. Every life has a breaking point. Not the kind that makes you fall apart, but the kind that makes you stand up for the first time. Maybe you're tired of procrastinating. Maybe you're tired of feeling behind. Maybe you're tired of letting anger, laziness, fear, or excuses win every day. Or maybe you simply woke up one morning and felt a silent truth whispering, "I can't live like this anymore." That whisper is not weakness, it is the call of transformation. Seneca said, "Life is long if you know how to use it," but most people never use their life. They only react to it. They run from pain. They hide from discomfort. They avoid discipline because discipline demands a confrontation with oneself. But you're here because you're ready to confront yourself. You're ready to take back control. And it all begins with one fundamental lesson. You must stop negotiating with your feelings. Discipline is choosing what you want the most over what you want now. Your feelings do not lead you to greatness. They lead you to comfort, and comfort is a slow death. When you become addicted to discipline, everything changes. Not because life becomes easy, but because you become powerful enough to face it without running. The Stoic view of discipline: pain is not your enemy. Weakness is Marcus Aurelius never asked for an easy life. He asked for the strength to endure a difficult one. Epictetus didn't avoid suffering. He embraced it as training. Seneca didn't pray for comfort. He practiced discomfort willingly. Why? Because Stoics understood a universal truth: pain is not your enemy. Pain is the forge. Pain is the sculptor. Pain is the architect of the version of you that does not exist yet. Weakness fears pain. Discipline walks toward it. Weak people look at discomfort and run. Strong people look at discomfort and say, "Good, this is where I grow." You grow when it hurts. You grow when your body wants to quit. You grow when your mind tells you to stop. You grow every time you choose what is difficult over what is easy. If you want to become addicted to discipline, you must understand this. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Discomfort is the birthplace of strength. The moment you choose pain over pleasure, you break the chains of average. Every generation has 2 types of men: the man who chooses what is easy and the man who chooses what is necessary. The first man seeks pleasure. The second man seeks meaning. The first man hides from challenge. The second man hunts challenge down. The first man escapes responsibility. The second man carries responsibility like a crown. When you choose pain willingly, you become the second type, a rare type. You develop a fire inside you that the world cannot extinguish. Here's the truth. Most people are addicted to escape. You are going to be addicted to discipline. Most people chase dopamine. You will chase mastery. Most people waste their energy on distractions. You will invest your energy into becoming formidable. When you understand this, something extraordinary happens. The world stops controlling you. Your impulses stop controlling you. Your comfort stops controlling you. You become free. The inner warrior you forgot about inside you, there is a warrior. Not the loud kind, not the dramatic kind, but the calm kind. The focused, disciplined, relentless force that can reshape your entire destiny. You feel it sometimes, don't you? During moments of frustration, moments of silence, moments when you're tired of your own excuses. That warrior has been whispering to you your entire life, stand up, take responsibility, stop hiding from your potential. Most people never answer that call. They bury it with entertainment, comfort, food, laziness, addiction, distraction, but not you. You're here because that warrior inside you is no longer whispering. He is demanding that you wake up earlier, push harder, stop complaining, cut toxic habits, master your emotions, stop being a slave to impulses, become disciplined enough to become unstoppable. Stoicism doesn't give you a soft, gentle path. It gives you a sharp one that cuts away every weakness you cling to. And that's exactly what you need. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is discipline. Think about this carefully. The body you want? Discipline. The career you want? Discipline. The respect you want? Discipline. The peace you want? Discipline. The self-control you want? Discipline. There is no shortcut. There is no hack. There is no secret mindset technique. Discipline is the bridge between desire and reality. And you can cross that bridge only if you stop relying on motivation and start relying on structure, consistency, routine, accountability, repetition. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your discipline. Every morning you choose who you become, not by your dreams, not by your wishes, but by your actions. Every action is a vote for the man you want to become. Every small decision is a brick in the structure of your future. You are building your fate one choice at a time. The Stoic contract, you owe yourself a better life. Stoicism teaches one of the harshest and most liberating truths. No one is coming to save you, but you are strong enough to save yourself. You don't need someone to hold your hand. You don't need someone to push you. You don't need someone to give you confidence. You are responsible for your improvement. You are responsible for your self-discipline. You are responsible for your emotional control. You are responsible for your growth. This is not a burden. This is power. The moment you accept full responsibility for your life, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a creator of circumstances. You stop being reactive and become proactive. You stop being fragile and become resilient. You stop waiting for opportunities and start building them. This is the Stoic contract. You owe yourself a stronger, wiser, more disciplined life, and no one else can deliver it except you. The beginning of addiction, when discipline starts to feel like freedom at first, discipline feels heavy. It feels like sacrifice. It feels like something being taken from you. But as you repeat it, something unexpected happens. Discipline begins to feel like clarity, like strength, like freedom. You start to enjoy waking up early because it makes you feel powerful. You start to enjoy working out because you feel yourself sharpening. You start to enjoy self-control because it makes you feel in command. You start to enjoy silence because it cleans your mind. Discipline transforms from a burden into a blessing, and gradually, you don't force discipline anymore. You crave it, you need it, you depend on it, you become addicted to the pursuit of your higher self. This is how warriors are made. This is how Stoics live. This is how greatness begins. This is where you stop being inspired and start becoming unstoppable. Discipline is not one thing, it is a system, a structure, a philosophy, a code of conduct for a powerful life. A weak man tries to rely on motivation. A strong man relies on systems. These are the 6 Stoic strategies that turn ordinary people into self-disciplined warriors. The 6 pillars you must build if you want a life that commands respect, strength, and unshakable inner power. These aren't tricks. These aren't hacks. They are philosophies, and once they enter your mind, they will reshape your entire existence. Let's begin. Strategy 1. Control your impulses before they control you. Every human being fights a daily battle. The battle against impulses, desire, laziness, anger, fear, distraction, comfort. All of them pull you like strings, and most people live like puppets. The Stoics taught that a man who cannot control himself will eventually be controlled by everything, not by enemies, not by society, but by his own mind. Understand something vital. You cannot become disciplined until you stop being a slave to impulses. Your impulses are loud. Your discipline is quiet. Your impulses scream for attention. Your discipline whispers the truth. Every time you choose the impulse, you weaken your character. Every time you choose discipline, you strengthen it. This is the war you fight every day, the war between the moment and the future, between emotion and reason, between comfort and greatness. And here is the harsh truth. The world is designed to make you impulsive. Your phone, your apps, your entertainment, your food, your environment, everything is engineered to pull your attention like hooks buried deep inside the mind. But a disciplined person breaks those hooks. He is not led by impulses. He observes them, redirects them, and uses them as fuel for mastery. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." What destroys most people is not the world. It is their response to the world, their inability to say no to what weakens them. To master impulses, do 3 things. Pause before you act. A 3-second pause rewires your life. It allows your mind to speak before your impulse acts. Identify the impulse behind the action. Is it fear? Is it comfort? Is it ego? When you understand the source, the impulse loses its power. Choose the action that serves your highest self, not your current mood. This is self-command. This is inner authority. This is discipline in its purest form. Strategy 2. Master your morning, master your mind. The morning is not just a time of day, it is a battlefield. Most people start their day like victims. They wake up late, scroll their phone, react to messages, chase the world before they've even gathered themselves. A Stoic does the opposite. He begins the day with sovereignty. He prepares himself before stepping into the arena. Why is the morning so important? Because your morning is the first vote you cast for the kind of person you will be that day. If your first action is weakness, the entire day becomes weak. If your first action is strength, the entire day aligns with strength. Your morning is the gateway to discipline. It shapes your mind. It sharpens your intentions. It cleans your focus. It builds the momentum that carries you through difficulty, pressure, adversity. A strong morning routine does not need to be complicated, but it must be intentional. Here is a Stoic morning structure. 1. Wake up at a deliberate time, not based on comfort, but based on purpose. 2. Begin the day with silence. No phone, no noise, no distractions, just you and your mind. 3. Move your body. Physical motion awakens mental clarity. A tired mind lives in a tired body. 4. Set your intentions for the day, not wishes, not vague hopes, clear, concrete, actionable priorities. 5. Enter the world with discipline already activated, not waiting for it to magically appear later. When you start your day with purpose, you don't drift, you direct. You don't react, you lead, you don't fall apart. You remain centered, calm, strategic, unbreakable. A disciplined morning creates a disciplined life. Strategy 3. Build rituals, not drama. Most people live in chaos. They wake up with no plan. They work with no structure. They chase goals with no consistency. Their days are emotional, explosive, unpredictable. Stoics did the opposite. They built rituals. A ritual is a repeated action that strengthens your identity. It is a sacred pattern that reminds you of who you are becoming. Discipline is not about intensity, it is about consistency, not about doing something once with power, but doing it every day with commitment. Here is the truth most people don't want to hear. You don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your rituals. Rituals turn discipline from an emotional decision into a lifestyle. Why? Because rituals transform actions into identity. When you do something consistently, your mind stops asking, "Do I feel like it?" and starts saying, "This is who I am." You want to read more? Make it a ritual. You want to train your body? Make it a ritual. You want to master your emotions? Make it a ritual. You want to stop wasting time? Make focus a ritual. You cannot transform your life with random effort. You can only transform your life with repeated effort. Rituals create momentum. Momentum creates discipline. Discipline creates transformation. Strategy 4. Embrace discomfort as training. Avoiding discomfort is the simplest way to destroy your potential. Every Stoic understood this. If you want to become disciplined, you must rewire your relationship with discomfort. Most people see discomfort as a signal to stop. Stoics see discomfort as a signal to begin. Most people interpret discomfort as danger. Stoics interpret it as growth. Most people run from discomfort. Stoics walk into it intentionally, deliberately, calmly. Understand something life-changing: discomfort is not punishment. Discomfort is preparation. It prepares you for pressure, for adversity, for setbacks, for chaos, for life itself. Every time you choose what is uncomfortable, you teach your mind a powerful truth: I am stronger than this. This is how you build self-respect, not through comfort, through conquest. The world respects those who can do difficult things without complaining. You want to build mental toughness? Start doing uncomfortable things on purpose: cold showers, tough workouts, difficult tasks first, silence instead of distraction, work instead of procrastination, self-control instead of indulgence. Discomfort sharpens you like fire sharpens iron. If you avoid discomfort, you remain dull, fragile, ordinary. If you embrace discomfort, you become sharp, dangerous, extraordinary. Strategy 5. Focus on one thing until it breaks. Focus is the rarest currency of this generation. People want to be everywhere, do everything, start multiple goals at once, and achieve none. Scattered focus creates scattered results. Stoics understood the power of concentration. They believed in doing one thing with such intensity that excellence becomes unavoidable. Your mind is a blade. If you direct it at everything, it cuts nothing. If you direct it at one thing, it cuts through anything. Modern life destroys focus. Your phone steals it. Your environment steals it. Your impulses steal it. Your lack of boundaries steals it. If you want to build discipline, focus on one goal until it bends, breaks, or surrenders. This is how warriors operate. They choose a target, lock onto it, and do not stop until they conquer it, one mission at a time, one battle at a time, one victory at a time. If you try to pursue 10 goals, you will fail all 10. If you pursue one goal with discipline, you will transform your life. Strategy 6. Become your own commander. The highest form of discipline is self-command, not needing motivation, not needing reminders, not needing someone to push you. A Stoic is self-directed. self-governed, self-structured, self-responsible. He does what must be done whether he feels like it or not. When you live with self-command, three things happen. You stop negotiating with weakness. There is no, should I skip today? Should I take it easy? Should I do it later? No, you act. You stop betraying yourself. Every time you break your word to yourself, you weaken your soul. Every time you honor your word, you strengthen it. You stop being controlled by your circumstances. The world no longer dictates your behavior. You dictate your behavior. A man with self-command is rare. A man with self-command is dangerous. A man with self-command is unstoppable. When discipline becomes your identity, weakness becomes your enemy, excuses become unacceptable, and greatness becomes inevitable. Because the world does not reward good intentions. It does not respect planning. It does not bow to ambition. The world respects resilience. The world respects the man who stands when others fall. The world respects the one who masters himself even when chaos rages all around him. Discipline is the seed. Resilience is the tree. And without resilience, all the strategies, rituals, and routines become brittle. They snap under pressure. The philosophy of standing when it hurts, Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have little time, but that we waste much of it. But wasting time is easy. Wasting courage is easier." Most people crumble at the first sign of adversity because they are addicted to comfort. They seek ease, pleasure, approval. A resilient person chooses differently. He chooses to stand when it hurts, act when it's difficult, and endure when it's unbearable. Resilience begins with one immutable truth. Pain cannot kill you. Weakness can. Every setback is an invitation. Every obstacle is a lesson. Every failure is feedback. Every insult, loss, and disappointment is a hammer shaping your character. Pain is temporary. Weakness is permanent if you yield. And endurance turns temporary pain into permanent power. The art of emotional control. You will not grow if your emotions control you. You will not survive if your anger, fear, or impatience steers your decisions. Stoicism teaches it is not what happens to you that matters, it is how you respond. A man insulted in public is not harmed by the words, he is harmed by the reaction he gives. A failure in business does not define a life, the response to it does. To master emotions, observe without attachment. Watch your feelings as a scientist watches a specimen. Curiosity, not judgment. Curiosity, not panic. Label the emotion: fear, anger, anxiety, desire. Naming it strips its unconscious power. Decide your action rationally. The emotion is a signal, not a command. You are the commander, not the passenger. A controlled mind is an unstoppable mind. A controlled mind transforms adversity into opportunity. A controlled mind converts pressure into precision. The silence of the strong, resilient men do not announce themselves. They do not need applause. They do not boast of their achievements. They act. They endure. They conquer quietly. Silence is a tool. Silence is power. Silence keeps your mind sharp. Silence lets the world reveal its secrets. Silence prevents you from wasting energy on trivial battles and meaningless words. The Stoic warrior uses silence to observe reality without distortion, prepare responses without distraction, build patience that lasts through storms. Your inner power grows in the moments no one is watching. Your resilience strengthens in quiet struggles and unseen victories. When you master silence, you stop being reactive. You start being deliberate. You start being feared, not by aggression, but by the clarity and discipline you project. The power of consistent suffering. Suffering is unavoidable. Discipline without suffering is fragile. Consistency in suffering builds a mind that refuses to be broken. Most people try to escape suffering. They drink, distract, avoid, and postpone. The disciplined, resilient person chooses to face it every day. The truth is brutal. The world will hit you harder than you expect. Life will punish weakness. Adversity is the most honest teacher you'll ever meet. You can either yield to it or learn from it. You can either crumble or adapt. You can either complain or conquer. The man who embraces daily suffering through physical training, mental challenges, difficult tasks, and emotional control becomes the one life cannot crush. Discipline prepares you, resilience executes it. Consistency in suffering makes both permanent, turning adversity into fuel. Every great Stoic understood this. The universe does not owe you comfort. The universe does not owe you fairness. The universe challenges you to grow. Marcus Aurelius faced war, betrayal, and death daily, yet he ruled an empire because he treated adversity as fuel, not punishment. The formula is simple. Life hits you. You respond. Your response builds strength. Strength builds momentum. Momentum builds mastery. The world is not your enemy. Your weak reactions are. Every insult, setback, and failure is a test of your discipline. Every moment of resistance is an opportunity to turn pain into power. The long game of discipline resilience is not instant. It is forged over years. Discipline is the daily hammer. Adversity is the fire. Patience is the oil that tempers the steel. Most people quit too soon. They expect immediate results. They want success without struggle. They want victory without battle. The Stoic warrior knows the true reward is in the fight, not the outcome. Every early morning, every cold shower, every difficult task adds a layer of resilience. Every confrontation with fear, discomfort, and frustration makes you harder, sharper, stronger. You are not building a momentary life. You are building a legacy of inner strength that lasts decades. The courage to endure without complaint. Courage is not absence of fear. Courage is choosing action despite fear. The disciplined man does not complain. He does not whine about unfairness. He does not seek sympathy. Complaining weakens you. Enduring strengthens you. The strongest humans on earth do not ask the world to bend to them. They bend themselves to reality, and in that bending, they become unbreakable. Your life will demand more than you think. Your work will demand more than you are ready to give. Your mind will demand focus you never knew existed. Your heart will demand courage you never exercised. This is not a test you can avoid. It is the crucible that defines who you become. Endurance is the measure of a man. Discipline is the pathway to endurance. Resilience is the result. The quote you must live by: remember this every morning. I am not afraid of life's hardships. I am afraid of my weakness. I will endure, I will act, and I will rise above my impulses, my comfort, and my fear. Repeat it until it becomes instinct. Repeat it until it echoes in your mind in moments of temptation, struggle, and pain. This is the mantra of resilience, the declaration of self-command, the law of a disciplined life, the force that makes you unstoppable, the presence that commands respect, the calm power that shapes your world quietly but decisively. Most people never reach this level. They work hard, endure pain, but they remain reactive, inconsistent, distracted. You are not here to be ordinary. You are here to master yourself, to govern your mind, your body, your emotions, and your actions, to live not at the mercy of life, but at the command of your will. The mind of a master. The mind is your most powerful weapon, and yet most people leave it untrained, chaotic, and weak. A disciplined man trains his mind daily, not through fleeting motivation, not through external noise, but through intentional thought, reflection, and control. The first step in mental mastery is awareness. Know your thoughts, know your triggers, know your habitual reactions. Every negative emotion that goes unchecked is a chain that binds you. Every untrained impulse is a brick in the prison of your own making. A master observes these patterns. Why do I get angry? Why do I procrastinate? Why does fear appear at certain moments? Then he acts deliberately, not suppressing emotions, directing them, using them as fuel instead of poison. Remember, you cannot master the world until you master your mind. And mastering the mind requires courage, the courage to confront your own flaws, the courage to face your failures, the courage to act when fear screams stop. The body, your vessel of power, your mind may command, but your body executes. Without a disciplined body, the mind remains trapped, helpless in moments of stress, struggle, and action. Stoicism teaches a strong mind requires a strong body. Push yourself physically every day. Endure discomfort. Train until your muscles scream and your lungs burn. Every drop of sweat is a declaration. I am stronger than my excuses. Your body is your temple of resilience. Do not neglect it. It will carry you through the storms your mind cannot yet comprehend. It will serve you when life demands action. Discipline is the bridge, the body is the vehicle. Together they make a man unstoppable. Emotional intelligence, the silent force. A master does not react blindly. He perceives, he calculates, he responds. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand yourself, understand others, and navigate the world without losing your center. The world will push, provoke, insult, and distract you. It will test your patience, your ego, your focus. A weak man explodes, a strong man endures. A master uses the energy of the moment strategically. You must learn to recognize emotions before they control you, detach from petty provocations, convert frustration into action, convert fear into preparation. Every moment you master your emotions is another moment of freedom, clarity, and power. The power of action. Turn intention into impact. Discipline without action is empty. Knowledge without execution is useless. Preparation without implementation is wasted potential. The difference between the average and the extraordinary is the willingness to act relentlessly. When opportunity arises, the disciplined man does not hesitate. When challenge appears, the resilient man does not retreat. When fear whispers, the master acts anyway. Action is the multiplier of discipline. Every small, intentional act compounds into power. Every consistent effort transforms into momentum. Do not wait for inspiration. Do not wait for conditions to be perfect. Take command now. Move decisively. Act as though the world depends on it, because in reality it does. It depends on your strength, your courage, and your mastery. Identity of discipline, become unquestionable. The ultimate form of personal mastery is identity discipline. You are not acting a role. You are not chasing approval. You are becoming the person who embodies discipline, resilience, and courage by default. Your actions, thoughts, and habits are no longer occasional. They are natural. Your self-command becomes instinct. Your strength becomes invisible, yet undeniable. The world does not negotiate with men of identity. It does not test them. It simply respects, yields, or fears them. Every decision you make must reinforce this identity. Every habit, every ritual, every reaction is a vote for the man you are becoming. Eventually, discipline becomes your nature. Resilience becomes your instinct. Action becomes your language, and mastery becomes your signature. The silence of mastery. A master does not speak to prove power. He speaks to communicate truth. He does not seek validation. He seeks excellence. Your words, like your actions, must carry weight. Not weight in volume, but weight in authority, calmness, and clarity. Speak with intention, act with precision, think with depth, and always, always maintain your center. The unshakable calm of a master is more potent than rage. It is more powerful than charm. It is more influential than noise. The world will test you. It will provoke, distract, and insult. But your silence, discipline, and mastery will speak louder than any words ever could. The daily war for excellence mastery is not a single event. It is a daily war. Fight distractions, fight comfort, fight weakness, fight fear, fight laziness. Every victory compounds, every defeat teaches, every battle strengthens. Do not measure mastery by perfection. Measure it by relentless improvement. Measure it by the ability to stand up every day and fight your inner chaos. The day you stop fighting is the day you start losing. The day you stop improving is the day you start falling behind. Mastery is a lifelong pursuit, and discipline is the fuel. Resilience is the engine. Personal mastery is the destination, the legacy of self-control. A man who masters himself leaves a legacy far beyond wealth, fame, or titles. He leaves a legacy of strength, a blueprint of resilience, a testimony that greatness is born from choice, action, and discipline. You will influence those around you not by what you say, but by who you are. Not by your arguments, but by your presence. Not by your temporary victories, but by your unwavering commitment to mastery. Here is the harsh truth. Life does not reward mediocrity. It does not respect talent alone. It does not remember effort that is inconsistent or fleeting. Life rewards men and women who refuse to yield. Those who rise when the world pushes down. Those whose discipline is relentless. Those whose courage is unmovable. Those whose identity is forged in adversity and polished in action. You are not here to be average. You are here to dominate yourself first, and then shape the world quietly, decisively, and with authority. Of unstoppable discipline. Discipline is not about rules. Discipline is not about punishment. Discipline is a law you give yourself, a covenant between your present self and the person you are becoming. It says, I will act even when I do not feel like it. I will endure even when it hurts. I will resist every impulse that weakens me. I will confront every fear, discomfort, and obstacle with clarity and courage. I will honor my commitments to myself above all else. This law becomes unbreakable when repeated daily, not once, not occasionally, but every single day. The unshakable man does not negotiate with weakness. He does not apologize for discipline. He does not wait for motivation. He simply acts, because that is who he is. The final strategy: embrace your crucible. The ultimate Stoic truth is simple. Your life is your crucible. Your struggles are your fire. Your failures are your hammers. Your choices are your fuel. Do not run from the crucible. Do not avoid the fire. Do not fear failure. The crucible transforms you. The fire purifies you. The hammer shapes you. The choices define you. Every hardship you endure willingly creates a strength that no one can take away. Every obstacle you overcome intentionally leaves a mark of invincibility on your character. The unshakable are not born, they are forged, and every day is an opportunity to forge yourself anew. The identity of the unstoppable. By now, you must understand, discipline is not temporary, resilience is not circumstantial, mastery is not optional. These are the identity you carry in every action, every thought, every moment. You do not wait for life to push you, you move first. You do not seek permission, you act. You do not complain, you endure. You do not yield, you rise. Your body is disciplined. Your mind is unbreakable. Your emotions are controlled. Your actions are deliberate. This is your identity. This is your presence. This is your law. The world may try to test you. It may insult, challenge, provoke, or tempt you. But the unshakable man remains immutable, calm, and powerful. Identity is stronger than circumstance. It is stronger than luck. It is stronger than fear. Because when you master yourself, you master life itself, the legacy of discipline. Most people live their lives like shadows, reacting, drifting, settling. Few choose the difficult path. Fewer still endure it relentlessly. The unshakable man does not live for recognition. He does not live for comfort. He does not live for approval. He lives for legacy. A legacy is not measured in wealth or titles. It is measured in impact, character, and influence. It is the sum of every disciplined choice, every courageous act, every obstacle endured, every mastery attained. When your life becomes your discipline, your mastery, your resilience, you leave a blueprint for those who follow. You leave a mark on the world that time cannot erase, turning obstacles into opportunities. The Stoics believed the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every obstacle is a tool, every setback is a teacher, every failure is a test of your identity. Instead of complaining, instead of avoiding, instead of seeking escape, you use it. Fear becomes preparation, pain becomes growth, discomfort becomes strength, chaos becomes clarity, opposition becomes momentum. Your life is the arena. Your choices are your weapons. Your mind, body, and spirit are your armor. And the battle you fight daily is the battle that defines your legacy. The final mantra of the Unstoppable, engrave this into your mind: I am stronger than my impulses. I am fiercer than my fears. I am disciplined beyond comfort. I am resilient beyond pain. I act when others hesitate. I endure when others break. I master myself, and in doing so, I master my life. Repeat it daily, live it intentionally, make it the law of your existence. This is Stoicism in action. This is discipline turned into identity. This is resilience turned into mastery. This is you, the unshakable, unstoppable version of yourself. The choice is yours. Here is the ultimate truth. No one will build your life for you. No one will grant you power. No one will respect you simply because you exist. You must earn it daily. You must embrace pain, choose discipline, resist temptation, conquer fear, master emotions, act relentlessly, and forge an identity that the world cannot break. Every day is a decision. Stay ordinary or become extraordinary. Stay weak or become unshakable. React to life or shape life. The choice is yours. And once you choose, there is no turning back. There is only the forward march toward the strongest version of yourself.